Hello everybody, welcome back to Cherished Doll Friends. This is Cheryl. I'm looking the wrong way. I need my glasses. Does that happen to any of you? You get all these great ideas that you're gonna do something, and then when you go to do it, it's like, I don't know, it's intimidating. And I thought, why not try and make an evening gown with this top? It's backless and tied. Hello everybody, welcome back to Cherished Doll Friends. This is Cheryl. Welcome if you are new. I wanted to show you a project today that was inspired by a channel that I discovered. Here, I need my glasses. It's called Lab Den 18-inch Doll Fun, and I was very inspired when I watched her do this. She took an old blouse, a beautiful patterned blouse, and she put her AG doll in the sleeve of it and then basically draped the fabric around and used a few pins and magically created this beautiful dress for her doll. And I thought I would like to try that. It's almost a free way to make doll clothes and no sewing involved. I've got my new sewing machine here. There's a lot of features that I haven't learned how to use yet, and it's a bit intimidating. So I thought I needed a project that would kind of get me started and get me in the mood and get me creating before I actually have to sew. Does that happen to any of you? You get all these great ideas that you're gonna do something, and then when you go to do it, it's like, I don't know, it's intimidating. I don't know what to do first. It's kind of scary. So I think taking baby steps is the way to go, and that's how I'm approaching it. So I'm gonna just start by creating a no-sew doll outfit. And in the meantime, I'll learn how to use this thing. So I hope you enjoy this project, and I'd love to see you try it at home yourself and see what you come up with. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this content, and if you tried it yourself, I'd love to see pictures. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And on with the video. I'm back here with you today with my doll Kit. And excuse her, she's just in her underwear right now because she's going to be my model. I just received this sewing machine from my stepmom recently, and I'm still learning how to operate it. So I was watching some videos to try and get inspired and get some ideas on some beginner sewing projects. And I came across this channel called Lab Den 18-inch Doll Fun, and she was doing clothing for dolls using the No Sew Dress book. Actually, it's called the AG Doll Boutique book. Anyway, that's where I got the idea, and what she did in her video was she took a thrifted blouse and she transformed it with no sewing at all into a dress. And I quickly ran downstairs because I knew I had a top. It was a really cute top that I have here. It's got this zipper that goes down the back. It's a peplum style, and it's just plain black. And I washed it by accident. Well, I put it in the dryer by accident, and I shrunk it. So I was going to be donating it to Goodwill, and I thought, why not try and make an evening gown for Miss Kit with this top. So that's what I was going to show you today. Now I did play with this a little bit ahead of time, and I managed to pin together a really nice dress actually. And now I just have to remember how to do it again so I can show you. So I'm going to get a few things together here and some pins, and then we'll try and do this together. Okay, it should be fun, and I hope it turns out. Okay, we're back, and I have my pins and my dress and my model, and let's see how this goes. What do you think, Kit? Can we do this again? We're gonna give it a try. So how I started was I just basically put the top over her head. And of course it's much too big, but that's okay. And then we put her arms through the armholes. And then what I did was I turned her around and we twisted these this way. And then what I did was I actually poked her arms through the hole again like this. And don't worry, we'll hide all the tags and everything eventually. So I was able to create this kind of a look here. Now somehow this zipper is inside out, but that's okay. We're going to hide that like that, and we're going to tuck her neckties underneath here. We don't need those to show. So she's got a little backless moment going on there. So that's how I started. And let's see. So then when we turn her around, it's looking like that. So then I decided I would try and pull this, just kind of pulling the fabric to see where I can stretch it and create a bodice look, and then pin it. Now it's actually already turning out different than the first time I did it, but it was a lot more ruched the first time. Maybe this is better. Okay, and so we're getting a little figure definition here as well. So we're going to turn her back around. And what I want to do is pin this together here. Oops, I can't open this with one hand. Come on, Mr. Pin, open up. There we go. All right, so let's see if I can keep this. I might have to just put her down here so that I can pin this properly. I feel that's still a bit too loose, but that's the idea. And then you've got this beautiful train, and it just happens to have this lovely zipper detail at the bottom, which I think looks really interesting. So then we're at this stage here. So we've got this nice ruched look at the top, and it's nice and tight fitting, like mermaid style, down the body. And actually the length isn't bad once she has shoes on. It's maybe slightly long, but not bad. I think it looks very elegant. So then, I may need to redo this, but it's a work in progress. So then I thought, that's basically the main part of the dress. No sewing at all. I've got like a beautiful gown with a train and a backless moment here, and a beautiful neckline, and then a little ruched top here. Very pretty. So then I thought we could add a bit of bling, and I like to keep a collection of vintage thrifted jewelry for projects like this. And I do a bit of reselling too, mostly dolls, but occasionally I pick up little jewelry items. And so I've got a little box of things here. I've got this beautiful dragonfly pin here. And just show you a few things that I have, little treasures, kind of like a little artistic winged fairy kind of pin. I've got this adorable little necklace that's a little purse, and it actually opens. Oh, I see. Oh, you know, it's magnetic. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm having trouble getting my nail in there. Okay, so that's magnetic. That's how that one works. You can almost put a little picture in there or something. It would almost make a cute little purse for her, except the strap is a bit long and it's almost a bit too small for her. But, you know, even as a little evening bag, that might be cute. So we'll put that to the side. And then I have this other box of goodies down here. It's mostly broken bits of jewelry, and I use it for crafts and stuff. So I did find a few things here. One being this beautiful piece of cord that had something hanging from it that wasn't very attractive, but it's a beautiful piece of cord that I thought had that sort of Venetian kind of style look that would make a great belt for her dress. And then I thought we needed something blingy to hide this pin back here. So I think the dragonfly is a little bit too much. I think that's more of a front of the dress kind of thing. Oh, and then there was also this other piece of cord that would have made a nice belt as well, and it actually still has the clasp. So that's a good piece there for a dress belt. Oh, here was a piece I thought was really interesting. Look at that. What do you think about that on the dress? Now this is an evening gown, so it's going to be very elegant. I still want to do something with this neckline. When I did it the first time, it was a bit more cowl neck style, but I think I did it too tight this time. So if there's something I can do to pull that down and then maybe join it together there to create a better bust kind of look. I think I almost need another pin there. Maybe the dragonfly would be good right there. Kit, you need your hair redone. You've got weird bits. This is a thrifted kit, and I thought she was in pretty good shape, but I'm now wondering if she has had a bit of haircut because some of these pieces seem uneven. Okay, let's try this pin. I'll be so tickled if I can get, further use out of this top that I used to enjoy wearing. My doll can wear it as a dress. Okay, so we've got our dragonfly going on here. I can't, no, I think it needs to be up and down like that. But that's not the direction I need the pin to be. That's the problem. Another thing I could do is maybe, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, maybe just like folding this up and making it flatter. Like that. I mean, there's lots of bulkiness to be hidden, but I know black is hard to see. And then back to the ruching look. Well, I do really like this look. I just need to finish it somehow and make it look like a complete dress. Oh, look at this pearl earring I found. That's interesting. Or hook it in somehow. I could probably sew it on. That could make a good bracelet too. I don't think it'll fit though. I would have to probably pull this apart and then reattach it with a little bit of thread. Oh, this is fun. I can make doll jewelry with all this stuff. I never thought of doing this before. I have so many things in here. Like, look at this big piece. These are just things that came in a jewelry lot, and most of it was broken. That actually looks pretty if I could get that piece of thread off. There's another little beaded, it's a ring. It's a little beaded ring. I don't think I could stretch it enough to make it a bracelet. Maybe for my Robert Tonner dolls though, that would make a perfect bracelet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep that out. I have lots of clip-on earrings too. That one's a beauty. Could just clip an earring there. No, not quite getting there. I do really like this dress though. I think it's so interesting. I just need to fix the top so it looks more complete. I definitely like this belt though. We're gonna do the belt. Now I can either wrap it around twice, which is quite tight, but it does go, or maybe I'll just tie it in a little knot and let it hang down. I think that looks good. Gives it a bit more of a casual look. I don't know if you can even see that. Everything is so black. Okay, so she's got her belt. How can we finish this look, Kit? We need something bright and cheerful. Ooh, that's a pretty clip-on earring. That's a little more youthful looking. A little flower there. Looks kind of pretty. Probably better just plain with nothing. Am I overthinking this? Just kind of wanted to create more of a neckline. It's kind of nice just the way it is. I'll take some pictures and show you at the end the final look after I've played with it for a while. Oh, here's a little tassel. That's cute. Maybe I could stick that on the belt. I would not make a fashion designer, everybody. Here's another little one that would make a beautiful bracelet for a doll. If it had an attachment, I could wire it together or just put a piece of thread and make a really pretty bracelet. Maybe she just needs some great earrings. This one doesn't have pierced ears though. But yes, I was very inspired by that channel and how she managed to make a doll dress out of an old blouse. And I've just done the same. I'm really happy. It's simple, it's elegant. She's got a train. Just a little bit of tucking and pulling. And we've got this wonderful piece of clothing for her. Pretty girl, what do you think? Is it time to go out to the theater or somewhere fancy? How about a purse? Put this little purse on your shoulder. That's pretty. It's just a bit too long. Maybe we could make the chain shorter. And then she can have a little evening bag. She can hold that. Well, does it seem like I'm procrastinating learning how to sew, everyone? Maybe a little. I've been able to do some straight stitches on the machine. It's a little intimidating. It's an old machine and there are not a lot of tutorials on these older machines. I did find one that was similar enough and it helped me to thread the machine and thread the bobbin. I still have to learn how to add bobbin thread. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet, so that'll require a little bit of playing around to kind of figure it out on my own. But other than that, it does work. It runs quite smoothly. There's all these fancy stitches here that I couldn't get to work, but there could be a button I'm missing to turn those on. So I don't know about that. I'll have to ask my stepmom if she ever used any of those fancy stitches. But yeah, so looking forward to getting started on some sewing soon, but it's a slow process. And in the meantime, we made a little dress for Kit with no sewing involved at all. So I hope that inspires you to give this a try. And if you have any old clothing lying around or blouses, just stick it on your doll and drape it and pin it and see what you can come up with. Here's Miss Mary Ellen wearing another creation I made from a top of mine. All I did was similar to what I did on the last one. I twisted the armholes in the back and lifted and pulled and tied some strings around and a couple of pins and voila, a beautiful Cinderella look. She has a nice low neckline and then at the back, it's backless and tied. It's a little bit long, but not bad. So pretty. Yeah. So I'll show some pictures at the end so you can see my final look. And please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this kind of inspirational dressing of dolls. And I'd love to see you try it as well and show me. So here's a better view of Miss Kit all dressed up in her new evening gown that we fashioned out of an old top and some pins. And we added a cord belt. And I've given her some shoes. She's borrowing Josefina's shoes, so she had some little black pumps on. And this is some of the jewelry I was playing around with from my kit and caboodle. I've got a box of things that I'm selling here, and then this is my box of junk jewelry for crafts. yeah, so that's what we were doing. I just wanted to give you a better angle of everything. We were up close before. So that's how the back looks. And you can see she's got this nice long train where you could show the zipper as a point of interest, or you can just kind of hide it under the train, and it just kind of looks like that. I think it actually looks very elegant. And I meant to cover the cord there, cover the pin with the cord. So a bit better. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I had fun doing it. Okay, here are my two girlies all dressed up in my tops. I added a little pearl necklace to Kit's ensemble, and I think it looks much better. It creates a little bit more of a neckline. Mary Ellen looks like she's a princess, and Kit looks like she's ready to go to a theater or something very elegant. So yeah, I just used two tops with a few pins and a bit of tucking and pulling and twisting, and it all comes apart and I can still wear the tops. So it's kind of a fun, creative idea, and I hope you'll all try it. So I always forget to ask this, but I would just so appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and ring the notification bell. I know that, everybody says this, but honestly, I find when people say it, I actually do it right then because it's a reminder, right? So this is my reminder to subscribe to my channel. I enjoy having you and sharing my videos with you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.